Hello and welcome to United Kopitiam. The news of the day, we just have to talk about it. English Premier League is so dramatic. It's one of the reasons why we love football. There's so much drama. Pocchetino has been sacked by Tottenham, and just hours later, Mourinho has been appointed the manager of Tottenham. So, this is really interesting news. This is very the interesting part is we have to see what's going to happen. What's going to happen in EPL with Mourinho taking over at Tottenham? How Ole Gunnar is going to be pit against Mourinho, and what's going to say? All these things is going to impact Manchester United fans. But today we are not here. Today we're not here to talk about Mourinho. We have to talk about Pocchetino. We're going to talk about whether do we really want Pocchetino in Manchester United at the moment, at least. And this video, I really want to spell out my opinions about Pocchetino, my opinions about Ole. What do we think about this whole managerial fiasco that's happening at the moment? Ole Gunnar, he's probably twitching at his seat at the moment, like, what's going to happen to me? But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen in the next few days, and of course throughout EPL this season alone, with Pocchetino out of job. So as the title says, I don't agree that Pocchetino should come in to Manchester United at the moment. I don't agree to sack Ole and get Pocchetino in at the moment. I have 3 reasons why, and we are going to go through. If you're new here, please do like and subscribe our video, subscribe to the channel, and just show a little bit of love to Manchester United fans all over the world. And drop your opinions below. What do you think about Pocchetino coming into Manchester United? If you want him, if you do not want him, why? So let's dwell deep into my first reason. The first reason is I always see Pocchetino, even up to last year's Champions League final. If you've been watching the video, you know what do I call him. I call him a bottler. And as a matter of fact, he has not won anything in Tottenham. So if we are going to say that Ole Gunnar is inexperienced, he hasn't won anything, what's the difference in Pocchetino? Now, okay, he has developed you at Tottenham. He has brought Tottenham to a higher height. He has got a very, very good team. But if you look at Pocchetino's career in Tottenham, he hasn't even won a Carling Cup. He hasn't even won an FA Cup. He was so close to winning the Champions League. He has gotten good results against teams like Real Madrid. But after that, he going to lose to teams like West Brom. I do not know whether they did actually lose to West Brom, but it's things like that. At the tail end of every season, when you think that they can push for the title, they slipped. At the end of the season, they slipped. There must be something wrong with Pocchetino or the team that's managing. So I don't believe that Pocchetino is the answer. At most, he's probably just a slightly better Ole at the moment. So to me, he's a bottler. And why do we want someone who hasn't won anything in Manchester United? Even Ole Gunnar has won something in Sweden. He's brought Moda from obscurity to become the champion of the Swedish league. So that's why. I mean, he's good. His tactic is good, but I mean, he has bring result that is that's surprising. That Tottenham can reach the height that he has got. But the thing is, Tottenham has always been in the top 4. Tottenham has always been good. They always have good players. But he found jam in Dele Alli. He found a jam in Harry Kane, Son. He has Eriksen in his team. He built a solid defense. And, but they are still in top 4. They are not challenging for the title. And when we think he can, the team slips up. The team slips up badly. And towards the tail end of every season, they just fall. Even last season, they fell hard. They fell really, really hard. I think they were in 2nd, 3rd position, and they dropped. They almost dropped out of Champions League. So to me, they are not. I mean, Pocchetino is. There's not really a huge difference between Ole now and Pocchetino. Ole at least brought us 13 games unbeaten run. We went on a run that was fantastic, and then we went on a beaten run. Okay, so but I can tell you that reason. I will tell you the reason later. What I've always been talking about, what I've always been thinking. But he's a bottler, and that's my first reason. I do not agree to bring in Pocchetino. If you want to bring in someone, tell me about RB Leipzig, Nagelsmann. He brought that team, a very very small team, into being a very very good. Tell me about Zidane, who has won Champions League 3 times, right? So I mean, if you want to upgrade on Ole, get a real upgrade. Not Pocchetino. I mean, later maybe, like, if Ole really dropped down the rank really badly, maybe we can think about Pocchetino. But now I would call him a bottler for the simple reason he always bottled it at the last minute. And my season, and everybody's been talking good about his tactic. It is like there is time where he go in, switch the tactic in the halftime, and they come out much stronger in the second half. But there are times where he couldn't do anything, and they still lost to a small team. So my second reason is he is stubborn. If you talk about Ole's late substitution, he has kind of starting to change that. He is starting to sub in players much earlier, and his team selection, it's agreeable to Manchester United fans all over the world. So when he started with Fred McTominay, we can sense that they are building a partnership. So, and he hears the fan, so who he wants to start, he slowly bet them in. He doesn't rush into things. So one of the reasons why we're so bad, because a lot of players are just not good enough, but he cannot let them go just like that. He wants to make sure that they themselves know that they are not good enough. Matic, now he is gone, and Fred and McTominay is the pairing, the consistent pairing that will bring consistency to Manchester United midfield. So what I'm talking about, when it goes back to Pocchetino, he is stubborn. He does have late substitution, and he continues to have late substitution, and he continues to be criticized for his late substitution. So when it comes to Pocchetino, his tactic has, we can still criticize his tactic. His tactic is not perfect. There are holes that we can poke, especially with the substitution. He is known for late substitution, and until now, he's still known as someone who substitute late. And when you look at Ole Gunnar, he's starting to change. He knows the importance of early substitution. He wants to change the game. He brings on the player early. And I think at the end of the day, there's really not much difference in Ole and Pocchetino. We have lost a lot of game of Ole with Ole, but there's a big reason why it happened. And comes to my point number 3. Our team sucks. Full stop. Our team's fitness is in a dire straight situation. We suck. For 2 years with Mourinho, we were very, very bad. We have very, very bad fitness. We were the laziest team in the league. One of the laziest teams, second from bottom in terms of distant covered. If our players do not run enough, their fitness just suck, and it's not something that can be brought back into greatness in 6 months. Okay, yes, Ole has been here for almost a year now. When December strikes, it's a year that Ole's been in. But how long does he have in terms of fixing the fitness? He had 6 months in the league. He started with really pressuring football, high press, that killed the fitness straight away. 13 games trying to do that killed the fitness, and then comes a situation that's very, very difficult to ameliorate, or it comes a situation in terms of fitness that's very difficult to get back up to speed. And that is what his training is all about. It's very old school. It's about getting their fitness back. And a fit team is a team that's going to run around, is going to terrorize defense, attack. They will just pressure the ball. I mean, Ferguson said that a team cannot press 90 minutes for the whole season. It's either 90 minutes for half a season or half a match of full press for the whole season. So fitness plays an important part, and our fitness is on the ground. It's done, so that's why, to bring it back up, that's why we are facing so many muscles injury. And it's not because of Ole that we have to go defensive. When the fit players are not fit, just like Mourinho, we have to play defensive and play on the counter to save energy for each game that's going to come, because the first 3 months he done very well. He got his contract, he got the players to play to his pressing, and everyone is done after that. Everyone got tired of that. Everyone's fitness is destroyed, and you can see how tired the players are. You can see how tired Rashford is at the tail end of last season. And when we started, our fitness was slightly better, but he knows that he cannot get the players to play full press, high press at the beginning of the season. Hence why we suffered so many games. And the main reason why we crapped is because we do not have a creative midfield. We tried Mata, we tried Lingard, and now we are trying Honest Pereira. And even Pereira is not good enough in the role. It just so happened Martial came back and give a little bit of creativity in the middle of the park. You know, Rashford is not that. He's a burst of energy, but he's not creative. Same like James. But his pass was, his cross were fantastic. But he's not the creative player who can carve open the team from nothing. So that's why we are missing a attacking midfield that's creative. And you know, with Martial coming back, that kind of solved the problem a little bit. And we need Pogba. We definitely need Pogba to come back, and then we'll see a very fluid attacking Manchester United. But now when we're missing Pogba, we're missing Martial, that's a lot of problem, a lot of creativity struck down. No creativity. So Ole, again, I don't see a lot of difference between Ole and Pocchetino. We have to give time to Ole, and that is why, you know, this is my third reason. Ole can do it when given the right tools to work with. He doesn't have the right tool. So we have to support Ole. We cannot say Poch in at the moment. Judge him at the end of the season. Judge him after he gets a attacking creative midfield that he wants. And I say he wants because it seems that, you know, Woody doesn't want to pay the money for Bruno Fernandes, but maybe he'll pay for someone like James Maddison. But James Maddison is not going to come in January, so it's very interesting to see what's going to happen in January, what Woodward's going to do, what Ole is going to do. But right now, I'm sure Ole is going to have his head, you know, aching about Pochettino. You know, with the possible news that's going to come in, Woodward probably is going to assure him that his job is safe for the moment. And it's interesting to see Pochettino, Mourinho versus Ole, and Mourinho versus Manchester United as a whole. He is going to be a bitter dude. So drop your opinion below. Let me know, how do you feel about Poch in, Poch don't come in, Ole in. What do you feel about Mourinho being appointed to Tottenham? What drama we are going to see this season? That's the interesting part. You know, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. My name is Singh. This is United Competition signing out. Bye.